Hey, hi everybody. Hi Linda.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Hey,
Hey.
Steve.
Here we are Saturday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 Eastern, and right on down the list. We're back and we've got a good show tonight, and we got some. We're missing one of our viewers because he's here with us. All right. He had a question for Roman, so let's ask him face to face. Well, we had a busy week, and we got an exciting show. We've got Finn with us today, and we've had a busy week, haven't we?
Yeah, we had a busy day too.
We
We
had a
had
busy day.
six dogs came into rescue today from 6 different locations.
Yes, you went and picked one up, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
You picked up this one, huh? What's her
I
name?
did. Her name is Pepper.
Right, she's a young one. Doesn't
She
unless
is
he's a Jolly Green
amazing.
Giant. She's not very big, right?
No, she's not very big. She's 11 months old. She'll be a year old in February. And I can tell you, she is probably the sweetest girl. I mean,
Yeah.
oh man, she's sweet.
And let's see who else we get. We got a boy too, right? We got Ollie.
Mm-hmm.
He just got here,
Yep.
and we
Oh,
got
handsome.
yeah, he's a handsome boy, and we got us a girl, Ellie, with her
Mm-hmm.
foster. And who else did we get? That's the only pictures I think I have.
Yeah, we had a couple others brought in. We had one pup brought in who has a broken pelvis. She was in a shelter. Now she's in a foster home with us. Um, and then we had a 3-month-old Layla puppy whose owners were working a lot of hours, and she spent a lot of time in a kennel. And she was also picked up tonight.
Wow,
Yep,
man, 6 dogs in one
6
day.
dogs. Mm-hmm.
Holy cow!
Yes.
So, all right, and wow, do you want to go into the rest of the stuff later, or do you want to just touch on it right now?
What rest of the stuff you talking about?
About our fosters. Just for our fosters and for you folks thinking of maybe fostering, we're gonna put together a program that we're gonna have a foster of the month,
Mm-hmm.
and we still that's about all we know right now. We haven't put everything together yet, so
Yeah, we're working on that.
we're working on that. So what's the criteria? That's what we're working on to see
Yeah,
how you become foster of the month.
we have a lot of exciting things coming.
Yes, we do. Oh boy, do we. But in the meantime, we've got an exciting young dog with us. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that was safe from being shot.
Yes.
And we got to figure out how to educate this woman actually thought that's what she was supposed to do with a stray. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I mean, very nonchalantly said that, she would just shoot it just because she thought that's what she was supposed to do with strays. And, I mean, that's what they think. That's what they think they have to do. I mean, if you even call, animal control, not animal control, if they don't have animal control and you call the law will just tell you just to shoot them. And it's not against the law. And that's a lot of time, that's what happens.
And that's just like Betty. So, and we'll have the newest update on Betty after a bit. So, and we're going to have our giveaway drawing. We've got us a nice little ball, squeaky, on a rope that you can play with your dog with. So, hashtag GPRM, type it into the comments, and it is accepting entrance right now as we speak. So let's move forward. We have a dog that we just told you about. So we made a little video to try to maybe figure out a way we can possibly address shooting the dogs. Don't shoot the dogs. Please don't shoot the dogs. There's other ways. Okay. There's other ways. And looky here, we kind of have Finn. There he is. Hi, Ashley.
Hi,
Hi, Ashley's
I
husband.
asked.
Hi.
Tyler.
Wow, you look like you have a handful.
He's kind of dark. Yeah.
Wow, he's so dark you can hardly see. There's his eye. He has two eyes. Look at that. Look at those markings down his
Hold on.
down his front. Oh, you don't have to do all of that because you're going to get a feedback. I can help. Okay. I can help right here.
There
See
you go.
there? How old is this young man, Ashley? What can you tell us about him right now?
Oh gosh. What'd you say? 12 weeks, Linda? About 12 weeks old. Yeah.
You're muted, Linda. 12. She did shake her head. Yes, 12 weeks.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to mute myself there for a second. Yeah, approximately 12 weeks. Mhm.
Linda has dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all sitting right here staring at all of us right now.
Sure got the
Yeah.
How cute.
Got them all staring right here at
Oh,
it.
can you do that again? Who is that over there?
Well, there's Howie. Kira ran. Oh,
Howie.
yeah. Kira.
Howie. Does anybody remember Howie? I do. He
How
was
can you forget
terrified.
Howie?
He was another one that was threatening to be shot by the neighbor.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
We've got to stop. We got to change this. Right. So let's go back to Finn. How's he doing? You're chasing him, or you're chasing around a puppy, aren't you?
Yeah, he's everywhere. He's it's a good thing we have two other dogs to keep him busy because I'm tired.
Yeah.
But he's doing a lot better in his kennel now. He doesn't, when we put him in there the first couple of times, we really had to like shove him, and then he'd scream for 20 minutes or whatever, like somebody's killing him, and then he would go to sleep. And now he doesn't do any of that. He walks right in and he, I guess, goes to sleep. He doesn't make a peep.
Do we have any idea what his mix could be?
Mm-mm.
Because we
He
had,
looks like a border collie to me.
yeah, they asked if he was a
Got the
German
little
short
hands,
hair.
but he's got brown like brindle throughout, so it's like a light brindle on his feet, and then around his muzzle is all brindle.
And how does he do with Howie?
Oh, he loves literally everything, and how he tolerates him.
That was my next question. How does Howie do with him?
Howie is so he accepts everything, and I think the only time he's ever snapped at the puppy was when he came close to his bully stick. So he
Oh,
yeah, and so the puppy got the idea and ran off. But we
the
have
treasure.
because we have one of these especially for the puppies because he likes to swallow treats whole. And we found that out with the first treat we gave him. Me and my best friend were sitting here and we were getting him to sit, and he swallowed the treat whole, and it was quite big. And so that was scary. So now we've got a little bone that we shove I can't even get it out right now.
Well, you're not supposed to. He is.
Well, he's not supposed to get it out either. He's supposed to chew it down, and then so he doesn't eat it. But
One thing I've noticed with the Great Pyrenees and the bully sticks, usually they get it down to like the last 4 inches, then it's gulp.
well, yeah, that's why it's stuck into that toy so that it. Yep.
A
Because,
lot of Pyrenees. I've
that's
seen a lot of Pyrenees do that.
Yeah, that's definitely what Finn would do. He loves
Do you
his.
have any cats?
No.
So we don't know how Finn will be around cats. What would be your guess if you had to guess? You have any rabbits?
I think he'd be fine, but he'd be a pain in the ass to him.
You'd be a pain to him.
He's just so curious to everyone.
Well, the cool part about cats is they're fast.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think he would ever try to bite one or anything like that. I think he would try to find out what it is, and he's a little abrupt when it comes to that. So.
Yeah,
I just love that picture.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, that shows his brindle in his face right there, and then it's on his belly and his legs too. The only place it doesn't have brindle is his back.
Awesome. And looks like he's in jail.
That is Howie's bed, and that was interesting to see him. He went straight for that bed and laid down, but that's right by the back door, so Howie can see out, but he can still be inside. So that
Okay. I forgot about your Roddy.
Yep, she's right right here.
Oh, let me take his picture down. Oh, looky there. And
Yeah.
what's her name?
That's Kira.
Okay. So
She
you
went
have
from an
three.
only child to many siblings.
Mhm. Very quickly.
Yeah, she's probably pretty mad at you right now, huh?
She loves it.
Oh, she loves playing the mom. Oh, she
Yeah,
is.
she's
Yeah,
a good
she-
keeper.
Mhm.
So she's doing well with the puppy too then.
Oh, she
yeah.
loves them. Yeah.
Awesome. GPRescue.com. If it's happening, that's where it's happening after show's over. Because that's where you apply for Finn, and that's how you get things going. That's where you can donate and all kinds of good stuff up there. So is there anything special that he does that is a gotcha that you just got to tell us about, other than you're chasing him all over the house because he's so young and he's a puppy?
No, he's a really good dog. He's never once went in his kennel. He plays fetch. None of my dogs have ever played fetch. They've usually ran and gotten the ball and went out the other direction. So that's kind of cool.
Well,
He's really smart, really, really smart. Like he could be a service dog type of smart. Like he's got it up there and he knows he does. He's just so young that he kind of wants to do everything that he's not supposed to do. So
you got to love the puppies. They both check, make sure he's okay up there, not getting into something.
yep. Yep.
Um,
We can hear, yeah, I can hear him. He's at the water place. We replaced our sink, so it's kind of messy behind us. But
Do you have a guess on how much he weighs right now?
he's 38 pounds.
38 pounds. Good guess.
Yeah.
38
Yeah,
pounds.
Yeah, we weighed him.
Wow. Okay, but he's a very handsome young man you've got there, and
He's gone.
he apparently is hard to hold. Does he know any of his basic commands yet, or does he?
Yeah, he knows how to sit. He knows how to sit very well, and he will sit pretty all the time. Anytime he wants something, or if he's watching the other dogs, he sits really pretty. He would do any of that now, but yeah, we're working on laying down and shaking. He's
Don't you grumble.
not really getting the shaking, but the laying down he's getting.
There you go. Whoops. And when he doesn't want to be held, he lets you know, right?
Yeah, he's pretty dramatic.
Yeah,
He's-
that's okay. Because we did get quite a few pictures of him up here. I love the necktie.
Isn't that awesome?
How long did that last on him?
Oh, I had to go through probably 50 pictures before I got one that wasn't blurry. So that's why the necktie is to the side and not the middle.
Oh, you mean to tell me that he doesn't like to pose for his pictures?
He will pose for about 0.2 seconds. So that's on you if you can get it that quick.
Perfect.
Reagan and I were trying to figure out his breed. So we were trying to get his tail when he holds it pretty. And man, it was just not. There he is down there.
Well, I know what breed he is. He's handsome, black and white.
Yep. With some brown in there, with some little
There's
cinnamon.
some brown in there.
Yeah.
And, now, is he a mommy's boy or a daddy's?
I'd say daddy's. Really,
He's
he
daddy's boy.
opened up. Yeah, he opened up a lot when Tyler got
He
home.
latched onto me pretty quick.
Mhm.
All right,
Which
so
is
there
good
you hear it,
because I
everybody.
wasn't having it.
Now, do you think that he would do best with a playmate in his adoptive home, or does it matter with him?
I think he could go either way because he just loves the attention. But if he likes to play on his own, but he also likes to play with the others. But he just loves people's attention. So as long as there's a person there, he probably wouldn't care either way.
There you go. Wow, ain't that something? Good.
Yeah, transitioning might be easier with another dog. But
Well, and the other dog could take up some of his time.
yeah, because he's very needy. he likes his cuddles.
And when let's go back to Howie for a second. When how much does Howie put up with? Does Howie play with him?
No. Howie will let him crawl all over him, but then he'll stand up and walk away. He won't really like engage, but he'll take it.
And Finn goes spread eagle and sprawled out when Howie stands up.
Finn can actually walk underneath Howie without even touching him.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Howie's pretty tall. He's a big boy.
But he does have a little bit of growing to do yet, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We think he's about a year, maybe.
Yeah, but 38 pounds at that age, he's not going to be a Jolly Green Giant, but he's not going to be a midget either, is he?
Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
going to be small. No, he doesn't have really big feet, but at his weight, he's going to be a good sized dog. Probably pretty stocky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now his will be a neuter contract for whoever adopts him at this point, right, Linda?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, we don't neuter and spay our large breed that early.
So, and I think our vet recommends 10 to 12 months. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes adopters will call and ask if they can go a little bit longer. I'm always okay with that, but I do want to note that we do send them out on contracts, and we absolutely do check up on those.
Are we getting selfies or are we just getting pictures of Finn?
I was trying to get the light on him to see his face. He's so dark.
Well, yeah, he is dark, and your backdrop's dark, but I think we got some pretty good pictures of him up here.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I still like that one. I think that's the best picture we have of him yet.
yeah, he's a ham. That's his favorite bed. I got it from Costco, and man, he loves it.
Will that travel with him by chance?
Absolutely not. Because
It's not going to. He's going to outgrow that one pretty soon.
Kira will. No, actually,
you'd be
Howie
surprised.
Howie fits in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Howie will circle himself up and he'll fit. Yeah, we will. They won't let us back in the house if we let that go. But they are on Costco.com. So, and they're only
I have the same one.
Yep, they're only $30. They went fast in the stores.
So
They're
there
so
you have
soft,
it.
though.
We'll
Gosh,
tell
they're
you,
amazing.
we can give you a link on where to get one.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
Um,
Get 'em quick.
we can't send everything we have with the dog, right? Because then we won't have anything for the next dog.
Yeah.
So I get it. I was
They'll get
just curious.
spoiled in their new home.
Oh yeah.
Does he have a particular toy he likes to play with?
He keeps
He
going back to
likes
that
anything.
bully stick, but he will like it. The crinkle toys from Costco, Linda. The wine and the cheese. Yeah, he loves the cheese. The cheese one, which is
Aw.
funny because Molly loved the pizza one.
Kayla thinks he's a cute baby boy too. So
That's right, Kayla.
Anyway, so wow, guys, thanks you for bringing him on, and thanks for letting us see Howie again. Boy, he's really looking good. For those of you folks that don't remember, he was going to be shot by the neighbors. There we go, shooting again, and he was very, very scared, very timid when he came, and took you a couple of days to get him in out of his safe place in the garage, right?
Yep, 3 days.
Yeah.
He wouldn't leave the house.
Everybody that hears the dogs barking in the background, don't worry about it. This is a dog show, right?
It's always mine anyway, so.
We're good. Well, I got one here that just might start acting up in a second because he's giving me that funny look. So, all right, guys, we're going to take you down to the green room just for a little bit, and or maybe we'll just bring you over here. Maybe I better take you down to the green room, huh?
It's a football game.
Oh, we got a football game
See me
on. We
looking
got
up?
playoffs playing, so I will take you guys down to the green room. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much
All right,
for bringing
thanks,
him
guys.
on and
Thank you.
fostering, and we'll see you again with our next dog. Hi,
Sounds
bye
good.
now.
Thank you.
Okay, wow, whoa, yeah, I forgot about the football game. They're watching playoffs. I think they're watching Packers and 49ers. And
49ers are playing Green Bay.
yes, 49ers are playing Green Bay at Green Bay. It's about 6 degrees up there, I think.
Yeah, freezing.
So, anyway, now, hey, Roman's not here.
Yeah.
Where is Roman? Okay,
Watching a football
everybody.
game.
Call Roman. Find out. Yeah, he could be watching football game too. I will just send him a message and just kind of remind him, and we're just going to let him know he's late. How's that? Okay. And in the meantime, wow, I wonder how that happened. In the meantime, we have a good follower with us. Okay, now I can pay attention. Okay, we have And if you guys want to come on the show, let us know. We can bring you up here too. In the meantime, we're going to introduce you to somebody you've probably seen his name floating around. Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Hi,
How you
Sam.
doing?
We're doing great.
Good. Who do you have with you?
I've got Miss Pearl and Buddha both.
And are they both up for adoption?
No.
You don't think so?
No, these are my pets. These are my babies.
All right. Let's see whoever you come to first. Okay.
There's Pearl.
It looks like you have Pearl there.
Yeah, now she's just a little over a year old. And then we have Mr. Buddha over here, which is a Pyrenees and a Anatolia Shepherd mix.
Boy, that's a good looking boy
buddy.
now.
Yes, he is. He's a very unique guy and very, very well behaved.
Okay. Now I got a couple pictures here of, is that Buddha in the background behind Pearl there?
Yes.
Okay. And that's them too. And now, don't you live in Tennessee somewhere?
Yes, right in the middle of Knoxville.
And isn't that snow on the ground?
Yes, that was just a couple of days ago.
And you don't have a snow machine, right?
No.
Okay, just checking.
And we normally don't get that much snow here either.
Yes, I know. Boy, Pearl sure is a good looking girl, isn't she?
She is.
Now you got her young, didn't you?
Yes, I got her. She was 10 weeks old, Steve.
Wow. And she was a cutie little pie. And
Yes,
didn't
she
you
was.
also know her dad too?
Yes, his name is Bear. And Bear's a very, very great guy. That is Buddha's best friend. And that's how I ended up with Pearl.
Wow. So you know the folks that have Bear and
Yes.
What about Pearl's mom? Did you know her?
Yes, I do know her mother's owner name. Her name is Sherry, and she has Twilight. And Twilight is a small girl. I think Pearl's taking up her size right now, but Pearl's got another year to go, so she may get bigger. We don't know yet.
Wow.
We're just kind of waiting to see how she ends up.
Wow. Now I heard a rumor, it might have been from you, but it might have been from Linda, that you're an animal advocate in your state also. Is that correct?
Well, not really. I do a lot of help. Like if I see strays or if I see one that's been mistreated, I'll do anything that I can to rehome them, other than
what I
anybody
meant.
putting them down or shooting them.
Right. We don't want them shot anymore. Okay.
No,
Um,
none at all.
Kat says hi.
Hello.
All right. Kat's the one that here a week or so ago, she went out for dinner and came back married. All right.
Oh,
Cat,
and you
Cat's
know,
our foster.
we don't understand it either. But just like Linda was saying with Finn, they didn't know any different. They thought that's what they were supposed to do, was shoot the strays, because just like Linda said, you call the sheriff, they're just probably going to tell you to shoot the dog.
Mhm.
Well, that's what's going on. So we're going to figure something out to try to get the word out. Okay.
People need to be educated.
There's
and you know that's how it is in Utah. Like if you get bit by a dog out there, they tell you to shoot them. And I'm like, why do that? Why not try to do something to bring it out of them?
yeah,
If they're going to bite somebody, put them through the proper training. Bring it out of them. Do everything you can before you even think about doing something like that.
Mhm.
and we have to get that message out to the people that don't normally have that message. All
Right.
right. We got Roman. Hi, Roman. Did you forget us?
No.
Okay. He took his nap and he overslept. I know it. I know he did that. Sam actually has a question for you
I'll get there.
with his dogs. What do you think, Roman? You up to it? He's up to it. He can hear. He just can't move right now because he's still waking up.
Yeah, Roman. I'm having issues with my big boy Buddha. He's a Pyrenees Anatolian Shepherd mix, Now, before I got him, he's my service dog for seizures. Now, before I got him, he got along with all the other dogs. But now, when I brought Sister in, all that has completely changed. I don't know if it's just because he's trying to be the best, or if he's just doing it because she's not fixed yet. It's kind of hard to say, because I was also told that his breed is also kind of temperamental when it comes to family oriented area, like with me, Pearl, and say her dad Bear was with us.
A brief rundown on that one, Roman, is Buddha is 6. He's the Anatolian mix, and Pearl is 1. And
Yes,
that's
in
the
fact, Roman, here he is. This is Buddha.
He's
Okay.
a handsome boy.
Yeah. Well, something that's really not helping in this situation when a dog is doing work is the hormones of somebody else.
Okay.
That's number one.
Okay,
Second,
because
boys
yeah, I
can,
started saying he's been fixed, but she hadn't yet.
just keep in mind that a woman who's pregnant or lactating can trigger another woman lactating, and if she's not pregnant or doesn't have a baby. Hormones are
Okay.
very strong. They
Okay.
regulate basically the dog's life in that point. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on dynamically. We have to see dog relationship as similar with people. Some relationships are forced. The dog doesn't have a choice rather than being with that particular dog. And there can be internal disputes. That also depends on how the female comes into the game and what she perceives as standard and what
Okay.
your dogs perceive as standard. And so she comes in with no standards and everybody's complaining about it, and somebody has to step up for that standard. So it
And
seems
see,
your
he
dog
even does this when she's not with us too.
towards whom?
He does it toward other dogs, even if Pearl's not with us. If we're out in public walking around.
Okay. So he starts being more and more reactive to other dogs.
Right.
Okay. So first thing to rule out is medical underlying conditions, starting with leaky guts up to
Mm-hmm.
joint issues. If he's in pain internally, if he has inflammations, he will be more reactive because as a guardian breed, he needs to be ready to go. But if he's not ready to go, then he wants to keep everybody away from the situation. So
Could it
Okay.
also be because the scent is on him and he knows Pearl's
Mm,
there?
yeah, but I seeing the age and considering that likely those shifts and changes come with stress. And so if a dog is already on emotional threshold, plus he has underlying medical condition, that just piles up. And then he's kind of done, overworked. Let's call it this way. So
Okay.
I would definitely rule out medical underlying condition, even that means upgrading the food and giving less less carbs and healthier nutrients. And sometimes feeding healthier can get cheaper considering you're not having all these side issues. And sometimes healthy nutrition, you have to feed less. So eventually a bag that costs $80 is equivalent to the cost of feeding a bag with $40 where you have to feed twice as much.
Right. Which they're both on Purina Pro Plan beef and rice, and they both done great on it.
Um, okay, it really depends on how far you want to go. I recommend to upgrade the quality of the proteins, and I know some brands are well advertised, but the quality is not as much as they promise to be.
Okay.
So I would definitely see nutrition as medicine to start with, and if the dog has inflammation, then these kind of highly processed foods are not healthy.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm happy to shoot me a message and we can go over details so you can see that eventually upgrading the food with some self-made toppers can kind of fix it up a little bit. And I know usually cost is a question, so I don't want to push you in a direction that you're not comfortable with.
Right.
But depending on the situation, things that we have available, I'm happy to kind of navigate you a little bit around. But
Maybe
Go ahead.
Maybe I should take him to my vet and let him do a good checkup on him real good to make sure there's not any problems.
My suggestion is, yeah, would be a good option, but you need to know what you're looking for. Telling my dog is aggressive, the vet will says, well, maybe give him medication or something.
Right.
But guide him. I would definitely start with leaky guts, because
Okay.
leaky guts is for a dog who is that age and being through stress and being long term on kibble is likely to happen, and it's more common than people want to know. And that will address yeast infections, that will address discomfort, that will address internal stress, that will address also anxieties, that will also address um, inflammations, joint inflammations. So you can also see how the dog gauge is going. Like, how does he
Right.
lay down? Does he favor the side? Is he leaning more on one side than the other? Is in the morning more likely to be happy and friendly, and in the afternoon he's more likely crampy? That's definitely something that we need to look into.
Well, it's funny that you said something about that. Like loud noises kind of disturb him a little bit too. Anyway,
Mhm.
and I live in an apartment complex, and you got kids. They're going to be kind of loud next door and stuff.
Right.
And it kind of startles him a little bit. Like
Okay.
sometimes he'll be in my bedroom, and if he hears a big thud, he's right in here with me.
Right.
So
Dogs
that
who are
could be
dogs who are in pain and stressed, or eventually have infection or general, immune disorders, can be very sensitive to anything.
okay.
Right? You just think of old people who are pissed by everything.
Right.
Quiet! I'm reading my book.
And
Right?
there you go.
So I would say, if your veterinarian has kind of like an open-minded approach in holistic, I would tell him, hey, somebody told me that symptoms likely to be leaky guts. He actually can run a test on that, and then he can get you in the leaky guts protocol. And it would take a couple of weeks, and he's basically up and running. However, I need to know a little bit more details about his behavior history to see if we have a pattern, and the pattern that kind of goes in a specific direction, that he would be anyway a little bit crampy, but with those underlying conditions, he would kind of escalate a little bit more than he should.
Okay.
Can
Yeah.
I just interject just 1 second? So, Sam, did this all start when you moved into your new apartment?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Good
There
point.
you go.
Okay.
There you go. What
Thanks
is
for
the
that input.
percentage? What is the percentage of a dog's behavior due to nutrition? Because not that it doesn't affect them, of course it does. But if a dog is on the same dog food for years and years and years, but then all of a sudden starts acting out, what are the chances it's the dog food?
It could
Or
be.
the
I would give it a 30%, but relocation can cause relocation trauma, just like with elder people. And so the dog in a new place, in a new situation, doesn't have established, his safe place. He's overwhelmed with these new situations. Dogs are going through different stages, just like other people going into a nursing home. Even anger and frustration, and things are changing, and new people around, and new smells around. It can escalate a lot, and it can become a pattern. So that's a great input. So because that changes can definitely add to the equation. I would give it like a 60%. That change would be kind of like the base core reason of the dog's behavior, and then I would give underlying health conditions like number 2 right after.
right.
Yeah, and pretty much he didn't start this till after Pearl came into the picture.
Now, how long were you in the apartment before Pearl came into the picture?
Oh gosh, I have been here over a year.
And Pearl
And-
came in a year ago.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We still don't want to rule out the apartment, so that's a change. So.
Right.
All right, we're gonna have to move forward here because we have some Betty stuff to talk about, and we have well, we have some other stuff to talk about too. All right, so let's get right to it. Let's go this route. We're gonna. Are you comfortable staying up here with us, Sam?
Yes. Yes.
That's why we're here. If you guys want to come on the show and ask Roman a question or show off your dog, let us know. We might be able to arrange that, huh, Sam?
Right.
Okay. Now, I took the sound out of these, Linda, so you can, if you want to give the update, you probably know more about it than I do, but we have the latest on Betty. She's standing up. I guess I will tell us pretty much this is pretty self-explanatory. She's doing so much better. She's still wobbly, as you can see. She has still been shot in the head. That hasn't changed. Okay. But she looks a little more coherent, I guess.
Yeah, this was taken today. She's a little more alert than she has been previously. You got to remember when she first came in, I mean, this was a dog that couldn't get up on her own feet. She had to be carried out to go to the bathroom. So, I mean, this is remarkable progress.
This video is 1 minute and 22 seconds long. This is remarkable. She's standing and a little wobbly, but look at her weight. Okay.
Yes.
So, I mean, this girl shouldn't be here. It's a miracle she's even here.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, wow. Now that's a good update now. She's really the girl. I'm sorry?
She's gained a lot more strength.
She's
Yes,
getting
she
there,
has.
isn't she? Yes, she is.
She's impressive. Very impressive.
She's doing
Look at
really
that.
good.
Sharon thinks girl looks a lot like Gracie.
Yeah, we get that a lot from a lot of people. We've been told she looks like a lot of people's other smaller peers.
Bill Murray does have a quote that he's suspicious of people who don't like dogs. I agree with that. So Pearl still has a ways to go, but man, she's drinking. Doesn't that mean a lot too, Linda?
Yeah. So when she first came in, I mean, you can see, I have the x-rays on her. You can see there are fragments from the bullet in her brain and also close to her ear. So it was really hard for her to lap up the water. And, I know that Ellen had to put drops in her ears, which was quite difficult too. So, she had to have an IV put on. She had to have fluids every day because she couldn't drink water on her own, which was really, it was worrisome. Would she ever be able to drink water on her own? So you'll see in the one video, Betty stood up and drank a bowl full of water. It was on Betty White's 100th birthday that she did that.
She did that on the 17th.
Yes.
Awesome. So that means she's going to lose the IV.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna. I mean, of course, you have to keep your eye on it to make sure she continues to drink before you go and remove an IV. But I think she's doing great, and it's kind of cute because when the other dogs are barking when it's time to eat, now she becomes alerted and she looks around at Ellen like, okay, where's mine? Yeah, she's got a long recovery. Nobody really knows what her prognosis really is. But for now, we see her improving every single day.
And those of you that donated to her care, we just
Amazing.
can't thank you enough. It's amazing.
There's not even enough thanks in the world for what they've done for her. I mean, the donations, the calls, the texts, the emails, people asking about her all the time. It's just been amazing. It really has.
And her progress is improving greatly. So, but slowly. Okay. Any movement forward with what she's been through, I feel is a big step.
Oh yeah. I mean, just her drinking water was like a jump up and down moment for us, seeing that, because it was something that we worried about. This was a dog that was literally lifeless. I mean, just no way that she was going to make it. And just look at her. I mean, every little thing she does, like that song says, every little thing she does,
Yeah.
you know, is wonderful. That's what she is for us.
Diana sent somebody a message. I'm assuming that's you, Linda, or somebody commenting. You never know. Thank you, Diana, but I got the word out for you. All right. Um, the next step is time. Is that correct, Linda, with Ruby
Yeah,
or with
time.
Betty?
Time. She needs time. We know she's on certain vitamins that help, you know, help the brain and the progression. Um, but you know, she's going to need to see a really good neurologist and see if there's anything, if there's even parts of the bullet that we can remove to help her. We just don't know. Nor is she strong enough to go through anything at this time.
Right.
So we want to get her strong. We put some weight on her. I gave Ellen a recipe for satin balls. I told her, I said, you'll never find a dog that's going to turn down a satin ball. And she certainly did not. So she loves those.
And if you cook them, I won't turn them down either. So just so you know.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, with all your donations now, when it's time to anything that needs to be done now, pretty much, she's going to get it. Okay.
Mhm.
What the doctors feel they can do because of you guys and your donations, she's going to get it now. So,
Mhm.
that's
You know, we were
amazing.
talking about that the other day, Steve. You know, Ellen and I were talking that sometimes we feel in rescue. I mean, I don't know if other rescuers feel this way, but when we have a dog like Betty and we send x-rays to K-State, I won't even mention, I shouldn't mention, but if we send x-rays to a big hospital, veterinarian hospital, and they say, there's really nothing that they can do. A lot of times we feel that way. It's because they're a rescue dog.
Right.
But, you know, from a rescuer, please make no mistake that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a personal dog or a rescue dog. Their life is just as important. Don't worry about the money. We'll take care of that and figure it out. You just help our dog, period.
That's right. And then we go to get a second opinion because
That's right.
we just lost.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't dismiss our dogs because they're in rescue.
Many of you will read in those little videos that we put out that we make that the vet will say there's little hope. Well, you see, in rescue, a little hope is still hope. Okay,
That's
Still a
right.
lot.
that's
Yeah.
still there. So,
Yeah.
And I agree with this comment. Amen, Linda. Big time. So don't mess with rescue because we're actually probably more passionate than you are with your own dog because the background. We know where these dogs came from. In rescue, we see things sometimes that you guys don't even want to see. Okay?
Yeah, don't discriminate against rescue dogs
Do
because
not ever.
they have the biggest advocates.
That's right. That's right. Linda can be a real butthead, just like my dog can. But she's a good one. So, and she takes care of her dog. She makes him a promise. Okay. And I haven't seen her break that promise yet. And I don't think I will. So, wow. What an update. Wasn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Um,
And we'll
it's-
continue to share updates too.
Yep.
We do usually, Steve, on the pages.
Yeah.
So.
And we're going to, just like we said last time when we had Betty on, but we're going to try to get her and Ellen back on at a certain stage. There's really no point bringing her on now because, well, she's not a lot has changed and she's not strong enough yet. We don't want to put her through that right now.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's just let her rest. Let's let her get healthy. Let her get strong. Besides that, wouldn't you rather see big improvements? Okay.
Mhm.
That's when we want to bring her on. That's when I want to bring her on. I get to see updates. You guys get to see same updates I get. Okay.
Right.
So that's just amazing. And I asked Linda, I says, can we get a different video? Because that video from 2 days ago has already been shared like 10,000 times. That's old news now. So she said, well, yeah, I just got sent one. Good. Here we go. So there you got it. We're not going to let you down on this one because you didn't let us down at all. And we don't let the dogs down. So thank you so much for everything that you guys have done. Sam, thank you for helping us out. Thank you for caring.
You're welcome.
That's the biggest thing. Thank you everybody for caring. And that's amazing. So, and also don't forget to put hashtag GPRM into the comments and then hit send or enter or whatever it is. We've only got 2 entries right now. So if your name comes up on my screen as just a, what do you call it, Facebook user, if that's you, go up there and to the description of the show, and down there it says we are broadcasting, or StreamYard is doing a group. Click that link and give permission. You only got to do it one time every 90 days. Okay. That's what we heard the other day. You only got to do it once every few months. So, but this cool little ball, I know a couple of years, Lori would love to win this ball. Okay. Lori's on with us. Thank you for supporting us, Lori. I really appreciate that. She's got Mr. Tibbs, the Akbash. I did my show from up there one time in New York. She's in Wayland, New York. So good packs she has. Okay. So we all have good packs. Sam, is there anything you would like to add about Betty that maybe you know that maybe we don't?
The only thing that I can tell you, Steve, is, that not besides just being a miracle, that's one of God's angels. She's in good hands. I don't think he's going to let anything happen to her. I think he's going to help her improve. Even if she comes out just a little wobbly, just as long as she lives, that's all that matters.
You know, we have to remember too, not to mention that all the physical trauma, she has all that emotional trauma that has to be dealt with, so
Yeah.
there's we can't forget about, we see a sick dog, a dog that's been hit or abused or hit by a car. There's all that emotional trauma that
Yes.
comes with the dog too and needs to be dealt with also.
Yep. There's going to be a lot of stress on her afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And then get your hashtag GPRN in, Ruth, and you can you give Samson a chance to get that little squeaky ball with.
Yeah, I want to see Samson win that.
So do I. Ruth is joining us from the Great Pyrenees Advice and Support Group.
Yay!
Yes.
Great.
Okay. Roman gives advice out there, and you guys can join it. All you have to do is ask. It's I actually even have a banner for that. I had it up a little bit ago.
And of course, subscribe and follow, because otherwise you don't get all this notification. You miss all these awesome dogs.
Yep. It's facebook.com/groups/peers rule. I love that Gary did it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a good group.
It's a good group. If I remember right, Linda had an incentive out of that group to do something. I can't remember what the heck it was. Oh, start her own rescue. How about that? So anyway, now speaking of dogs getting shot, how do we stop? How do we get the word out? Because
Education.
man, if you call the sheriff and they say shoot the dog, what do we do?
It's so frustrating. We have laws, but not enough laws to protect our animals. Even if someone, I try to explain to people that even if someone is prosecuted under, let's say, a felony law, it's always knocked down to a misdemeanor anyway. I mean, what's it, a fine? Big deal. They can't ever own another animal. That never happens. You can get an animal anywhere off Craigslist. The laws are not strong enough to protect our animals, period. And that's where things need to change. It's not going to change with, a little town in Missouri or Kansas with their local law enforcement. It's bigger than that.
That means they got to go to the state house.
That's right.
Okay.
I mean, we've been fighting for stricter laws for a long time, but when you call your sheriff and you say, oh, this dog just keeps wandering across shoot it, Yeah. That's their answer. Just shoot it.
I know a way to get their attention.
Video record it.
Yeah.
And then a phone call to the media and says, shoot the sheriff. Who shot the sheriff?
The only, yeah, you're right, Kat. And you know what? The only problem is that it's not against the law.
That's
It's
the
not
problem.
against the law.
Well, let's change the law then.
That's what
Denmark
needs
did
to
it.
happen.
That's what
You
she
know?
just
Did it?
said. That's exactly
Just
what
have
she
to push the
said.
right buttons.
You know,
Yes.
Steve,
That
it-
varies from state to state, though.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, it
Hot
does.
dogs, not dogs.
you know, Steve, I'm curious. Why would people say just shoot the dog? Would you come out and say, "Well, just shoot my kid"?
See, but the only problem is that animals are considered property.
That's right.
Right.
So, and they also could be considered a nuisance or a danger to someone's livestock. So, when you have a farmer who has livestock and there's a dog running on there and he's killing his livestock, what do you think he's going to do? I mean,
Well, they're gonna die anyway.
you also got to be able to contain your animals.
Right.
Right.
You know?
We do got to
I'm
contain
sorry,
them.
they can't. The worst thing in the world is to shoot an animal and kill it. But when you have, sometimes, we have farmers call and say, look, these dogs are running on my property. They're killing my lamb. They're killing my goats. That's not right either.
That's right.
You need to go back to the owners and find those owners and cite those
Yeah.
owners. Don't hurt the dogs. Go hurt the owners. That's what needs to happen.
Exactly.
There's
That's
other
how I
ways.
see it too.
And if we can just kind of focus on education also, but if you got a farmer and a dog's going out and killing his livelihood, he's going to shoot the dog. Okay.
He is, and he has
And,
every right to do that. That's
So
the
that
thing.
education goes back to, we got to contain your dog. We have to keep your dog home. Okay. So your
Mhm.
dog doesn't get shot and, or we get called to take your dog because your
Mhm.
dog got away. And then all of a sudden you see your dog up for adoption and you want your dog back. But you see, it gets to be a bad, sticky situation.
It is a very sticky situation because you do feel bad for the farmer losing his livestock. I mean, that sheep or that goat doesn't deserve to be ripped apart either.
No.
Right.
So that's where it needs to go back to the owners, and we need to, start citing these owners for this.
Yeah.
See, here in Tennessee, we have issues with people trying to poison other people's dogs and stuff. But that's exactly why I'm so glad that mine are indoor dogs and service dogs because they can go with me.
But
Mhm.
here's the
don't have
thing:
that
the
problem.
FBI is very interested in those people who do this to animals because these are considered potential criminals.
Right.
Yep. And there are studies linking that too.
Yeah. I mean, it does vary from state to state too. Some states are worse than others. I mean, in New Jersey, if you lost your dog in New Jersey, there's 2,500 people looking for your dog. In Missouri, in some areas, it's like, you lost your dog. Yeah.
Yeah. We get
Right,
an-
that's
we'll
it.
get
Show
another
up.
one.
Yeah, somebody probably killed it over there. That's just the way it does vary. And someone also had mentioned about freezing temperatures too. Most states have laws that they do need adequate shelter, and food and water. And if you have a doghouse and food and water, that's all they need, according to the law.
Now,
It all goes back to the laws, every bit of it. All this little talk about food and water, dog houses, dogs wandering, it's all the little stuff. It all goes back to stricter laws, and we need to start citing owners heavier than what's happening now.
that's right.
Yes.
And then
Yes, I
enforcement
agree.
of those laws, absolutely. And Kayla, they had once they had dogs come after her sheep, they had a long talk with the owner, and everything went well after that.
Yeah,
And I wish
yeah,
more people would do that.
that's smart. That's something you can do. You can go talk to the owners and say, hey, is there something that we can work out here? We don't want our sheep hurt. We don't want your dog hurt. What can we do here to fix this? So that's communication. Talk to your neighbors.
Yep.
You're right, Patty. The laws are absolutely ridiculous.
Now in Ohio, we do have some laws. It's a felony to abuse an animal, obviously. But you see, the problem of it is we don't have the judges to do anything. Okay. So,
They're knocked down the misdemeanors, Steve.
yeah.
I mean, how
Yeah.
many people do you know, or how many people have you read about did some real hard time?
None.
And you got to, I mean, you look at some of these stories, dogs being drugged from trucks,
Yep.
burned alive, dismembered. No,
I know.
come on.
Now,
Nothing
Steve,
happens to these
I did
people.
see a guy. I did see one judge that was in Ohio. He passed away though. That whatever torture somebody put this dog through, he would put them through the same torture as they put the animals through.
I think
Whether
I remember he was down in Athens County. I do remember
Yes.
that. I didn't know he passed away though.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that would be
Same rule apply.
the law to put them through the same torture. I mean, you can't drag somebody from a truck.
Well,
and it's
actually,
fire, but you know,
what he's right. Whatever the abuse was, he got a lot of trouble for it too. But the owner had to do the same thing. Like if he left the dog locked in a car with the window cracked out, he made the owner go sit in the car with the same situation. I guess. Isn't that what it was, Sam?
Yeah, and like the one about the dump where this woman had fed her dog in its own feces and stuff, took it out, made her go out to the stinkiest part of the dump and made her spend a whole night out there.
yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah.
So,
You see, man, he doesn't run for candidate anymore. Damn it.
yeah. But all we can do for now is if we see something, say something. Okay. Or how about this? If we see something, do something. Okay. But don't
Exactly.
do something stupid. All right.
Right.
Education
If you
right
see
now is
something,
all we
say
can do.
something.
Education. Our country apparently isn't ready to protect their animals yet. Okay. I mean, look how many hundreds of years we've known fireworks affects every animal, not just pets. But yet we still have bigger and better fireworks.
They
And
don't care.
Ohio just passed a law they can set them off with out of permit now at certain times. Doesn't have to be 4th of July.
It's this. My husband says this to me all the time. Not everyone sees animals the same way that you do. And
Yeah,
that's
but they should.
but they don't. And that is never going to change.
It's never going to change. You're absolutely right. And there's a lot of animal rights activists out there. Okay. And they're doing good things. Okay. And we got some that aren't as good, but we can only do what we can do. And so, I mean, you may never see somebody that you're capable of educating because you don't see them doing this. But if you do, education. Okay. Don't slam them. Don't yell at them. Don't shoot at them. You're not going to get anywhere. Show them there's another way. There's other ways to do this. Okay. Hashtag GPR and put it in the comments. We only got 5 entrants. Somebody going to win that. Okay.
You know, Steve, I think Betty's story should go worldwide with every state because that kind of gets a message out there a little bit too. Why would you want to shoot a dog?
Yeah. I will say that out here in Ohio, Betty caught the interest of our local NBC affiliate TV channel, the news. Okay. So they said they would forward it to St. Louis news channels. There's one way.
Yeah,
Make them popular.
exactly. Broadcasting.
Right. Is that going to change the law? Nope. Nope.
Unfortunately, Betty's is only one story of so many.
One story. That's right.
One story. There's
Right.
And
It's sad.
there's so many of those same stories that can get out there, but
Mhm.
man, if you start repeating the same story over and over, you're going to lose an audience. In that case. So it's slippery
It's a
slope.
lot.
It's a lot.
I think I can speak for most rescues when I say rescues are tired. We're tired.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, just exhausted.
Yeah. We've had puppies that were going to be thrown into the river. You're right, Nancy.
We've had those too, Nancy.
Yeah. And we've all heard it. So I guess the only thing we can do, if we can't change the law, we can hopefully get through to some of the people that we're going to do this. look, instead of this, maybe you've got a family friend that knows somebody, or maybe your neighbor knows somebody that can help. Reach out. It's there's other ways. Okay?
Yeah, we got to educate our way through this.
That's right.
And that's
So
what you guys do. We just need to share it, because if you just talk with each other around the coffee, see coffee and not sharing it, then it's not helpful. It doesn't spread.
Yeah, I mean, you can get angry, and we get angry, but where's that going to get you? That doesn't get you anywhere.
It gets right in the liver. Not good.
Yeah, and we just, yes.
appreciate your comment, Janet. But trust me, make no mistake, we're humans. With a passion for animals that we don't want them to suffer. Okay. So that probably makes you an angel also. Somewhere along the line, you're going to help an animal. You're going to be that animal's angel. Okay.
Yes.
So we going to have to get rolling here. It's 10 o'clock and we have a drawing to go for here. Let's give you another couple seconds here. Janet, you missed the M on GPRM. Type that in again. There, Kayla did it, but Janet, yours says hashtag GPR. So hashtag
Cat, put in
GPR.
hashtag
Nice
GPRM.
try, though.
Yeah. Hers was a typo. I'm sure of it. I'm an expert at typos. I know this. So, so we're going to bring our screen share up, and we're going to get prepared to do our drawing. And somebody is going to be fortunate and get a really, really cool little ball for their dog. Okay. Now we're going to try out. Oh, I am trying out this new one. We're picture in picture. Look at that. How cool is that?
Wow.
They're adding new features to our platform as we go. If it was something we needed, we can play music in the background now, and which we don't need that. But we're going to go back off to the side here. So we got to go. Your entries are in. Hashtag GPRM, and I hope everybody's enjoyed the show. We're going to be back again next week. We should have another update on Betty again next week. Okay.
Thanks for having us, Steve.
Hey, Sam, thanks for
Thanks
coming
for being on.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Are we doing the drawing?
Yep. If anybody wants to join the show like Sam did, let us know. We just might be able to arrange that. Okay. If you have a question for Roman, you might be able to ask him just like Sam did. Okay. So here we go. We're going to do our drawing. And I better clear my boss's face here. There we go. Sorry, Linda. Sharon, look at you. You won our.
Yay, Sharon.
You won it, Sharon. So cool. There we have it. Congratulations, Sharon. If you send an email to my email right there, steve@GPRescue.com, send me your shipping information and I will get that sent out to you. How's that sound? Okay. Steve@GPRescue.com. You can't remember that, post it in the comments that I forgot your email address and we'll get a hold of you. So reach out so I can send it. All right. Next week, hopefully we get another update on Betty. We will have an exciting show next week. We're going to have another dog on. How's that? We didn't have time to put it together. We took 6 dogs in the day. We didn't quite have been able to put next week's show together yet. So everybody, thanks for joining us. Thanks for sticking around for overtime. And Sharon, congratulations. Nice work down there. You did it. Got everything going. You win your dog a cool toy. And we still got collars to give away, and we're going to come up with some other stuff too. Collars can get a little boring, especially if you got 4 dogs. You already got 4 martingale collars. I get it. Okay. So thank you everybody for joining us. And thank you for everyone that's donated to Betty's care and to the rescues and to Betty White's little tribute thing that is probably still going on. I think some people are saying till the end of the month. So, all right, everybody, till next week.
Good night, everyone.
We'll get up to our exit video. Bye, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Sam, thanks for coming. It's been great
You're
to meet
welcome.
you. And hopefully,
Oh,
we'll
it was you too, Steve and Roman and Linda. It is finally getting to see you in person on here.
Nice
to meet
I've
you
been
too.
following them for quite a few years, and I never got a chance to talk to her in person like this.
It's been nice, Sam. Thanks for joining
right.
us.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody.
You're welcome.